Hello, everyone. Welcome to Anointed Lady TV, the home of news and politics. If it is your first time in this channel, you are highly welcome. Thank you so much for stopping by. And if you like what we do on this channel, hit on the subscribe button. Also put on the notification bell so you'll be notified by YouTube anytime we drop a new video. And if you are returning subscribers, thank you very much for always coming back to watch our videos. On this platform, we drop videos every day and we react to every video that come our way. And on this very video, I will be watching with you. And after watching, let's go to the comment section and drop our opinion constructively. Like our videos and also share our videos if possible. See you next time in my next video.
Is it a private school or government school?
Right.
So your parents haven't paid. Is that why you're not going?
Yes.
Oh, they haven't paid. How? Is it Hausa?
But I've not been to Lagos.
Oh, you just came to Lagos. From where? From which state? Kano. Father Lord Almighty. How old are you? 12. How old are you? 9. So where you go? You're going to grind pepper for your parents there.
Yes.
Where do they stay?
Anthony.
Eh?
Anthony.
Anthony.
Yes.
How can I get to your parents now? Do you know their number? You are 9, you are 12, okay? You realize that I came in a bit late this morning, and that speaks to the reality of where we find ourselves as a people. And that makes nuisance of whatever speech that have been given to me, because it affords me an opportunity to speak straight from my heart and to tell you a clear testimony of what happened this morning. So can I have the pictures? So we're driving to this venue this morning. So this is the picture. This is me wearing a white shirt. So this is this is a classical example of what we go through in Lagos. This is the road that takes you from Antony Village onto Ikorodu Road. So I stopped because I saw something that bleeds my heart. 2 little girls, ages 9 and 12, carrying buckets on their head to go and grind pepper at 11 o'clock in the morning. See how beautiful they both look. See how vulnerable they are, and see the risk that we're putting them to. And I'll tell you their story, because I've taken it upon myself that these 2 girls will never suffer what we saw this morning. It will be a simple example, working with an initiative like Sweepy and all of us. We do not need to be a governor. We don't need to be a first lady for us to just change our environment. I stopped the convoy, and they were scared. And I asked them not to be scared, that she should tell me who they are. The lady that is in something that appears as a school uniform, because we're going to find out. Her name is Chidima Amarachi. She's 9 years old. Guess what she said? She said she's not going to go to school until Monday. And I asked her why. She said her parents cannot afford. She mentioned the name of the school. Of course, it's a private school. So my question is, if as a parent, you cannot afford to put your child in a private school, there are so many public schools, public primary schools, that were doing great things. We have Eco Excel that are doing great things. Why would you defer and deny, please let's leave the picture, and deny a 9-year-old girl from not going to school? So to go out there with all of the things that we hear about, rape, kidnapping, the risk everywhere. And you can see our innocence. But we've gone ahead to find out. Her mother was a teacher. So I'm not going to leave her alone. But she's now an house help somewhere, because the crew were followed up this morning. And that you can see that's Amarachi for you there. Amarachi will go back to school by the grace of God. And she will be somebody that I will follow up to till when she finishes her education. The second young girl, her name is Suebat. You can see from her hijab, pretty looking young girl. She's 12 years old. Guess what? She's not in school. She could speak English. She could pick it together, but she's not in school. Why? Her parents, they just relocated from Jigawa State to Lagos over a month ago. And so there is no plan at all for her for them to register into school. This is a classic example of what we need to do differently as a society. This is an example of what we all need to take up in this room as an example. So they will not ask the question, what brought the parents to Lagos? That's not for this gathering. But since you've taken a decision to bring a 12-year-old to Lagos, and there are public schools that you don't need to pay a dime to get into. This is Antony Village. It's not in the suburb of Lagos. This is in the heart of a city. And they're going to grind pepper, they're going to grind beans at 11 o'clock in the morning. These two girls will indeed be under my care and the care of the First Lady. And so you know out there are several Amarachi and there are several Suebat who will not have the opportunity that I will be driving past and I will take the decision to stop and hear their story. This is why I'm indeed happy that even all of us that are in this room that have come to listen to an initiative called Sweepy, we all can make the difference. If we choose to, as a people, we all can make the difference. If we choose to, as a generation. Because there's no better thing that we can give to mankind than ensuring that we can make life better for our next door neighbor. And that's why I feel happy how coincidence has brought this morning's intervention, that what Sweepy is all about. Ensuring that they can give the voice to the vulnerable in our society. They can go to orphanages. They can give them hope. They can look for carers for the elderly amongst us. They can look for people that are physically challenged and they can give them a hope. But more importantly, we as a government need to double up. We need to raise the standards and ensure that even our caregivers, our social workers, that we train and retrain them because they need to understand and know what is out there for them to go and get better. The Honorable Commissioner for Youth and Social Development is here. The Honorable Commissioner for Women and Poverty Alleviation is here. And several other cabinet members that are here. This is a clarion call for all of us. Yes, we're doing so much, but what the citizens is telling us, we still need to do a lot more. Amarachi and Suebat, they didn't ask to be in the circumstance in which they find themselves. But it's our responsibility to be able to give them that future that they deserve. It's our responsibility to give them that unique future that will make them a better citizens and a better human beings to their family. As a government, we're not going to give excuses. But we need all the partnerships we can get. We need all of us to join hands as individuals, as intervention bodies like Sweepy, in your own orphanage that you've decided to set up, or in whatever sphere you find yourself. And make sure that you can make your society a better one. And so my call this morning is to thank the initiators, is to thank the grand patron or matron that has just been installed, but it's really to make a call out to all of us that there's a lot that we can do. There's a lot that is expected of us. That we're in this room means that we are in a privileged number. And so we all can go out there and make those changes and make those interventions. The Ministry of Youth and Social Development will need to double up with the training, with the identification of all of the challenges in our society. The Ministry of Women Affairs and Poverty needs to double up to ensure that these women need to understand while we need to train our girl child, while we cannot afford to throw a 10-year-old, a 9-year-old, a 12-year-old girl out on the streets without any attempt for the future. And so as I leave, is to say that it's not just a tea party. It's a clarion call on all of us here today. Me as a leader, me as your governor, will take the front lead on this matter. And I will ensure that given all the resources that we have, we need to build back better. We need to ensure that we can give hope to the people that will call the true leaders of tomorrow. Thank you very much, Sweet Pea Initiative. Thank you all for listening. And I'm hoping that we can use interventions like this to better our society.